Hello everybody, and welcome to Halfbeard's Huds Heads Up. Today, we have Family Guy. Back to the Multiverse. A fucking Family Guy game. Yeah, this came out to pretty much no fanfare recently. I'll be honest, it very much feels like it is a kind of pushed out in order to kind of keep the license kind of game. That said, as a result, it's not good, but it's not bad. There are some parts that I kind of like. Continue to overwrite my, whatever, it's fine. I've beaten this game already. I blew through this over the week, and now I'm just recording a video for you guys. Yeah, so the basic idea is that, Stewie's evil twin, Bertram, is, back from being killed in an episode whose name I don't remember, from another universe that has decided to destroy the universe in which he is killed because he can't stand there being a universe where he is not alive. So Stewie and Brian need to go through the multiverse to catch him. So you get to go through a bunch of levels that are kind of different from Family Guy, but not really. Like this one, where the entire world is... Oh, or we can watch the intro, sure. This will explain things better than I was going to. We will skip the opening theme song, because, hey, you guys probably own TVs. This animation style weirds me out.
Hey, Stewie, look, something came up. I'm not going to be able to do the picnic today.
Oh, was that today? Oh, yeah. Oh no way I can make that either. I'm canceling too, man. Wow, good memory though. I totally blanked on that.
As you can hear, voices are all the original cast.
Bertram! But
Credits at the end pretty much show that everyone who would normally work on the stuff is still working on it.
You fool!
Oh, so you got yourself a multiverse remote, huh?
Indeed I did!
Wait, hold on. Will someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
Sorry, hang on one sec. You remember the multiverse theory?
Yeah.
It's the one about how there are alternate universes.
Seriously, this animation style weirds me out. This like not
so
cell shading, not quite
is
everything's complete.
Sometimes only slightly, sometimes quite frankly. This Bertram is from a universe where we never killed him.
Okay, I think I got it.
Sorry, not a genius. Now what do you want?
Well, I can't possibly allow a universe to exist without me in it. I'm traveling the multiverse, building up an army to exact my revenge on you. When I return, I'm going to destroy your universe completely! See you soon, Stewie!
The voice is
Brian,
kind of grating.
This is bad. With a cross-dimensional army, he'll have no problem destroying our universe. Who knows what he's going to bring back here?
Well, what are we supposed to do?
We have to try and stop him before he can organize his attack. All right, Brian, we're going to need to arm ourselves. I'm sure he knows we're going to come after him. His armies are going to be waiting for us every step of the way.
You think maybe I can use one of your ray guns?
No, I get Stewie weapons, you get the boring stuff. That's what we're doing.
Fine. But how are we going to find him?
That does carry through. Brian gets all like
updated my
guns,
remote,
and Stewie gets
so
fun
I have
stuff.
tracking software now. We'll be able to follow every move he makes.
I wonder what I'm going to have
Come
on my
Bri.
weapons
We're
when I log
going
into this.
back to the multiverse.
Let's find out.
What the hell? Wait a minute, Brian, this isn't where we were supposed to go.
What do you mean?
I don't know, the remote's not working for some reason. You know, everyone said, get on the cloud, it's going to be great. And everything's been a nightmare since.
Well, can you fix it?
I don't have the proper tools, but maybe we can find someone who does.
As you can hear, writing's
find
not
out where
terrible
we
in
are?
this game.
According to the multiverse remote,
Generally,
this is a
like
universe
all
ruled
the
by
fresh
Greeks.
stuff, all this
So,
new
what
writing,
does that mean? Fat,
pretty
hairy
okay.
philosophers in togas or fat, hairy greaseballs in Speedos?
Oh yeah, Greeks have always been gross and still are. But no, it's not those kinds
That's
of
not
Greeks,
cr- that's
Brian.
not nice.
It's worse. It's frat boys.
Hey, those guys aren't like us. Get those knob gobblers.
Crap, Brian,
I'm really
run!
annoyed
We
they
have
didn't just
to
go
find
for
someone to
full-on
help us
Revenge
fix
of the
my
Nerds
remote.
there, and just have, you know, a big guy screaming, NERDS! Anyways, yeah,
Come on,
this
Stewie, we gotta find
multiverse,
someone who
yeah,
can
I
fix
got all
the
my
remote.
stuff. Oh, frame rate going crazy for a second there. So yeah, as you can see, this is a third-person shooter for some reason.
Hey, you two. Do you want to pledge to our fraternity? Here's a Torah and some...
So yeah, we need to go help the Jew/nerd frat. This fuck you, Family Guy. Those two things aren't together. And it's a third-person shooter. You can play as Stewie and or Brian, and you got a number of weapons, which you can change like this. Just click select bar, click the middle button, bunch of items. Why don't we grab that, and grab Brian, and use the shotgun.
Place sucks. Honest. No wonder these guys can't get laid.
I don't know, it controls okay.
All right, Bri, here's the deal. Only one of us fights.
I've heard some people complaining about the aiming, but I'm playing on the PC here, obviously. And generally, I've actually been having, I found the aiming not too bad. It's not the most precise thing in the world, but it's not, you know, it's not as bad as I've heard some people make it out to be.
This is bad.
I mean, really, what makes the game bad is you're gonna hear it probably a fair amount in this video, under me, is the, constant and just utter repetition of catchphrases. You're gonna hear Brian say, all I need is a midget with some gin, more times than anything else. It's really goddamn annoying.
How the hell do you work this thing?
You'll hear that as well, pretty much every time you reload. And yeah, it's basically just you run around doing shooter missions. It's kind of weird.
Good, you shot all the balloons. Now,
But there's something to this game. I don't quite know what it is. It's like this weird... Like, it's kind of like, it's this idea that they're not trying, and as a result, it's...
Oh my god!
They kind of went full bore, and it's okay. Not to skip all the writing, by the way. We'll watch some more cutscenes later on, but I want to kind of show stuff. So yeah, the majority of this game is what we're about to see here.
Wow, someone should buy her a razor.
I'd say she's a low 7. Get those guys! They're with the nerds!
That guy just did not give a fuck right through that fence. Let's experiment and use some fun weapons here. It's a good one. How about we go with magma gun?
How does it feel to buy your friends? Well, now I won't feel bad about.
So yeah, my biggest complaint with this game, honestly, is that it's, well, aside from being a little bland and
I'd bang
a goddamn Family Guy game,
Pictures? Come and get them. I already yanked it to them anyway.
is that it's really easy.
Come on.
I mean, it's obviously even easier now because I'm playing with all the weapons, but and all the unlocks. But I've generally just found it insanely easy.
I think that boy in the pool is dead.
No, Stewie, he's just swimming. You see, college is all about having fun. Nope, he's dead. No one's helping him.
See, that original writing, when you hear it, is actually generally pretty okay. The problem is just when it's not original writing. Yeah, and you hear that clip from a fucking, like, Season 1 Family Guy episode. Yeah. So yeah, the problem is just too easy. Like, as you saw, I picked up that stuff, like, you know, ammo's fucking everywhere. I've got a ton of health, and even back when I didn't have a ton of health, I had a ton of health. There's the mix of, like, both melee and...
Oh, good job getting those pictures.
There's a lot of melee guys, and as a result, you don't have to worry too much, because it's just melee guys running at you. Like, look at this. That was not hard. Like, the enjoyment you're going to find here is pretty much entirely from...
Bye-bye, tramp.
It's pretty much going to be entirely from, it's pretty much entirely from finding references like that.
It's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to shine.
Am I doing it again? Right, going over there. I guess the enjoyment you're going to find here is pretty much entirely from references. Who's a bad guy?
Hey guys, I'm good at college. Look.
I put my own pin.
But as you can see, you know, it's a competent shooter. It's not a good one.
Cheese in my mouth
You want to have sex in a room shared by 4 people?
Someday.
Get those gabos.
And there's also, like, there's fun power-ups. Look,
I work out. My milkshake brings all the boys to the
Al Harrington's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube hands. If you enjoy Family Guy references, you will get some enjoyment out of this game. Let's see what else we got for items. I barely use the items as a thing. Got Rupert in a box, a boom bear. Got the chicken. You can stick the chicken on, guys. Got Ipecac bottles. Make everybody puke. I found the inventory system sometimes doesn't work. Like, you really gotta click on it to get it to go.
Be a good idea to give the 1-year-old a break.
God damn it! I didn't select beer. There we go.
Hold on to something.
And it does play Surfing Bird. Like, yeah, if you want Family Guy references, hey, guess what? This game's got them. Now it's gonna go off and just run and fight people. Actually, the second to last boss fight in this game, I don't feel bad ruining because the story, the story's whatever. You actually get to do one of the giant bird fights. You get to be Peter and have a great, awesome melee against the bird.
Want to wake up tomorrow anyway.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, aiming is a little... I would suggest playing this game on the PC if you're going to play it, just because having a mouse makes kind of the shoddy aiming way easier to deal with. I don't know, like, I know I feel like I should be more against this game than I am. I've had some fun with it. Like, more fun than I was expecting to have, and as a result, I'm totally kind of okay that it's a kind of mediocre shooter. Like, there's some good references in here, as much as I really dreadfully hate all the repetition, all the repeating lines. There's enough fun here that I have been enjoying it. And there's been a lot of good references, and that's kind of been enough for me.
What are you guys?
The original writing's good. The weapons are kind of fun to play around with. Let's use my favorite weapon. Stun gun. Also known as just fuck you lightning. This game actually reminds me a lot of Serious Sam. Because it's just, you know, a lot of melee guys, generally, just coming roaring at you with you using just overpowered weaponry to just devastate them. Do shit like that. I mean, there's more there's more like ranged guys later on, but it's still like it's mainly melee guys the whole way through. It feels, as a result, it feels an absolute fuck ton like Serious Sam, which is just crazy that that's what they went for.
I'm blaming everything on you. Now we need some women to come to this party. Ooh, I got a crafty idea. Listen, I need you to steal a couple of jackets from the jock rack. Bring them back here, and I'll tell you what to do next.
But yeah, it's not utter dreck. It's a little close, but it's not utter dreck. It's certainly not worth $50. I will say that. I mean, our review is coming at some point.
Come on.
I think we'll probably do a full review of this if I got the time.
There's not a party going on. You're
But, you know, it could be way worse than it is. I've certainly been getting more fun out of it than I ever expected to. But yeah, not worth $50. You know, this goes on sale for $20 if you're a big Family Guy fan. I totally recommend picking it up. Hell, even $30 maybe if you're a really big Family Guy fan and don't really care about having that fun a game. I mean, the problems with it more are just, it's almost a lack of content. The story campaign is only 5 hours long. I blew through this really quickly. And there isn't, like, the other stuff attached isn't really all that great. There is a challenge mode, which is kind of rough, but at least allows you to play as different characters who all have their own weapons, which is impressive. It feels like they were trying maybe to expand into something a bit more impressive there, but didn't. And there is multiplayer, but it's not online. It's entirely local. Local, like, deathmatch, capture the flag, which is capture the greased up naked deaf guy. And I want to say there's like an elimination mode or something. I don't know. There's a bunch of other modes. We'll look at that in a second. We'll finish this level and then we'll go check out the other stuff. It's serviceable though. Like, that's kind of just my feeling with this game overall. It's totally serviceable. They made something that a fan of the show will enjoy and is, in its own right, kind of fun. Not an evolution in gaming. Not worth praise. It should not be praised as some brand new beautiful thing, but it is kind of fun, which is more than can be said for a lot of licensed games. If anything, it reminds me a lot of like games from like the PS1 era. Like, I think of Donald Duck going quackers when I play this game, because of this weird, like, it's connected to the thing, to like the license, but only so much. And it's got a, I did get 3. Okay, cool. It's connected to the license, but only by so much, and it's just this weird new story that's loaded with kind of flavor of the show it's trying to emulate.
Now listen, Brian, here's a Molotov cocktail.
Who builds floats?
I will
What a
say
weird
this
college.
art style is really just kind of gross. I feel very much dislike it. What other guns?
I can't have babies anymore, so fill me up, fellas.
Hey, honey, why don't you turn around and show me the lower
Yeah,
east side?
basically whenever you run into a character from the show, they will say
Ew,
something
that thing is
gross.
so tacky. This is great. These whores are gonna be so pissed.
That's also like you'll get a lot of repeated lines from the show out of context makes sense, which is kind of weird.
Where's that one white girl with my coffee liquor?
I don't know. Like I like it, but it's weird. Right, I need to light this on fire. So there's grenades as well. Brian gets Molotovs.
Oh my god, that is...
Also railguns. And freeze ray. I never really liked the freeze ray.
Brian, use your Molotov cocktail to destroy the float and put the jacket.
There's
in
meleeing.
so we can frame the other frat.
But it's not very useful.
Tiny annoying dog.
Don't have the guts to respond, huh?
I don't know. This game's just kind of there. It's not really good, but it's totally a thing. Again, most certainly not worth $50. But if you're a Family Guy fan, and you know what? I still watch the show every weekend. I would consider myself a Family Guy fan. It's totally worth at least taking a look at. If there's a demo, I don't know if there is one, but if there's a demo, play it. If not, it's worth maybe grabbing if it's on Steam sale for like 20 bucks if you're a fan. Otherwise, just maybe not worth your time at all, but, you know, etc., etc. Could be worse, I think, is the overall thing I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just kind of coming to terms with the fact that it's not utter and absolute dreck.
Brian, I've never tapped a keg and don't really want to. Please do it so I don't get hurt. Good job getting the girls in beer, but we can't hear the music even with our hearing aids turned all the way up. The house across the cover.
I don't think this level's very funny. But well, let's keep going. Let's go steal speakers for them. It's very much like this. It's very bland. The levels, the stuff you're doing.
Their party has music.
It's very much just like you're given a base objective, go do it, or like get to the end of the level is generally what it is. That said, I mean, there's enough here that I don't hate it. The writing, when it's original, is pretty good. The callbacks to Family Guy stuff is genuinely like they do some deep cuts here from kind of like all seasons.
Okay, I've got it.
Ugh, I'm trying to remember how to get back there. I think I gotta wait for a story. Yeah, there we go. Oh, frame rate's going crazy for a second there. Oh, God. I find it weird that the rocket launcher in this game is like a shotgun effect. But yeah, totally not the worst thing ever made.
Ryan, we're stealing a lot of things today. Never get.
Hey, let us in your party, you turds. Let us in, you schmucks.
I think the nerds are in trouble. Come on, Brian, let's help them. I'm tired of just being a badass.
Let's switch back to Brian for a little bit. There's really no good reason to switch between Stewie and Brian. I mean, it's pretty much just like, well, who do you feel like using at the time? Because their health is the same no matter what. Their base power up are a little different. I think beer gives you damage resistance, whereas Stewie's energy drink gives you firing boost. Man, this is way easier with the better guns. This was genuinely a little hard last time. That was really easy this time. This is great. I still like this gun better. Because I like the idea of just casting lightning around everywhere.
Look at this place. It's anarchy. I guess this is what happens when douchebags become way too entitled. We gotta stop them.
Oh boy, good. You got the speakers.
And also, it's chain lightning when you turn it up, as you saw.
Oh my god, I am so faded right now.
So yeah, we beat the level. I think.
If I stare at her long enough, maybe she'll come and talk to me, right?
Yeah.
Here you go, and thank you guys so much. Now I have the whole night to fear the sex that I'll probably chicken out of.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for fixing the remote.
Oh, fellas, I almost forgot. Some of the other nerds uploaded a new program on your remote. It analyzes your surroundings and gives you hints of what you should be doing on your journey.
Hey, I'll be popping up now and then with objectives and little hints if y'all get stuck. And if you's in the mood, I can tell you where all the best farmers markets is. Bye.
Okay, we'll get to that later. We have to go, Bri. Bertram's already got a head start on us.
I will say the original voice acting I think is well done. It
now
feels
how exactly
like
does a party work? Do we just
first
get
off, like it's
Alka-Seltzer
good they
and
got
burp
the
into our
you know
fists?
Seth MacFarlane, Alex Borstein, Seth Green, all the people who are normally in a Family Guy thing are there. They're doing their business. That's good. They all sound great. And honestly, like it sounds like Seth MacFarlane is at least trying. He's having fun with it, you know, which is something. Let's see what else we got here. So yeah, that's story mode. 10 missions in total. It's not long. It's 5 hours. I to be fair, it's 5 hours, and I stretched that 5 hours. I spent a lot of time in the first like 5 or 6 levels trying to get everything, because as you saw, there was secondary objectives of getting stuff like photos in that first level, so you could unlock crap in the store, like for example, costumes for the characters. And look at these costumes. Like these are like decent callouts. Like the Coked Out episode, when he dresses up as Snoopy. Who else? Everybody. Then there's, you know, these are the characters you're playing in the game, but there's also like characters from the multiplayer, which we can't see here. Costumes from multiplayer. Even these, like lots of different references. Remember Mustache Morty? That was a good episode. Want to say that's the one where Peter gets a stroke from eating too much beef. That was fun. That was a good episode. How about, yeah. How about Prison Meg? Remember that episode? Probably not. They went deep with the references here. I can appreciate that. Also, a lot more characters. Mayor West. Adam West decided to take the time out to do this, which is crazy. Right, I gotta collect stuff. I'm not gonna collect stuff. Yeah, so there's attributes you can increase. You can buy more of all the items. I bought all the weapons. Kind of seeing what there is. There's maps? What the hell are the maps? Oh, the maps are just the levels. I was kind of hoping there might be like Family Guy, like actual stuff from the show, but no. No such luck. So yeah, multiplayer. It's all local. Deathmatch, infiltration, multiverse madness, which I don't know what that is. But it's all local, you know, so we're not playing any of it. And of course, challenge mode, which is this kind of stuff. What we do... Yeah... Why don't we do the Amish level? Yeah, we'll just play. That sounds good. Well, 40 enemies. 40 enemies will do. Who do I want to play as? Let's play as Lois. I've not seen her stuff yet. Do we have any costumes for her? No, we don't. So yeah, challenge levels are exactly as they sound. They give you a minor objective. They let you use other characters sometimes, which is nice. So you get other weapons. Like the one before that, the frat boy challenge level allows you to use Quagmire or Meg, and you're snapping photos of sorority girls, or I assume if you're Meg, probably, you know, fraternity guys. And you get to use their weapons, and Quagmire's got some fun weapons. I will say, this mode feels like it's too little too late. Let's take a look at what she's got here. Pom Pom Puff, Hot Glue Gun, Spice Rack, Plasma Launcher, Salad Tosser, Syringe Gun. Hot Glue Gun sounds like that might be... fire glue. I'm just having fun playing around with the weapons. We're not gonna complete this. Oh, that's actually pretty. That's a man. I kind of feel like they had intended to make a bigger game, like something with all the characters and story modes, because everybody's got their own weapons, which is crazy when you think about it. And it's just for these like little stupid multiplayer levels that are solo, that are like, you know, local multiplayer.
Don't want to ruin this ass. Oh, look who's got a full magazine pack. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, like I feel like there was some sort of story here that just didn't get to do. That is a crazy flamethrower. Okay. What else you got? We haven't seen this.
That was beautiful.
What does this do? I can cheer. It does nothing. What a terrible weapon.
Good, I get to do something.
Oh God.
with laundry.
And she can go invisible. So yeah, it's very clear now. There was some very big, grand idea for this game that didn't get realized. The fact that all these weapons are in here, it makes it very clear to me that they had designed something. They had planned to do some crazy stuff, but just budget ran out or something, and now they got stuck with just the Brian and Stewie stuff and weren't able to do full single-player campaigns with everybody else like they were kind of hoping to do. Because I mean, the amount of weapons they've got here and like unique mechanics, there's no invisibility in the main game. The fact that they designed an invisibility mechanic tells me that it, you know, they had intended to do something a little bit more. So, I don't know. Crazy. Then again, I mean, the game's dead easy. It wouldn't have been... It's not like I'm sad there's no invisibility mechanic in the game. It's not like it could have been really been needed. Yeah, I was even reading complaints and people were just like annoyed that a lot of the better weapons in the game were on these other characters that you don't get to use, which, you know what? After playing with Lois, totally valid complaint. Quagmire's machine gun that he gets as his base is pretty good too.
Good thing I had ammunition on my shopping list.
There's definitely a lot of kind of like Family Guy music in this game. Like not necessarily full-on musicals with like lyrics, but the Family Guy, as I think Seth MacFarlane put it in that Family Guy like clip show episode, gay little musical numbers that keep us a cut above the rest of the competition. There's plenty of that kind of style of music in the game. The Santa level in particular near the end, they actually play a lyricless version of the Christmas is Killing Us song from the Stewie and Brian Go to the North Pole episode or whatever it was. I've watched too much Family Guy is what I think we're all learning here. So yeah, that's kind of it. It's the biggest problem is that it's sparse on material. I mean, it's this campaign is short. The challenge mode is neat. Family Guy Spec Ops essentially, but I don't know. It's kind of meh on it. And multiplayer being only local is a fucking joke, realistically. So yeah, that's Family Guy. Back to the multiverse. It's too damn much at $50 for what they've given us here. That said, I think it's way better than it should be, and could have been. This could have been the fucking worst, like just the absolute worst. But it ended up being totally okay. Like totally not the worst thing ever made. Which, you know what? There's something to say there. This ended up totally being playable. This ended up being enjoyable. All the new writing is actually genuinely funny. It's just the repeated lines are terrible. The gameplay is lackluster. To be genuinely honest, it's kind of lackluster, even if it is fun that it's something serious Sam style, and not, you know, just a genuine first-person shooter. And yeah, it's just underwhelming.
That smell? It smells like sweat and anger and shame.
Yeah, and hearing lines like that are from the show, like I remember what that's from. I can remember that episode and that scene in my head. Hearing it in a different context feels lazy, not clever. I understand you're trying to save your VO bills and stuff, but I don't know. Don't buy for 50, but if you can pick it up for less, you should do so. Can I just go through this door? No, they want me to go up and get the sniper rifle. Yeah. So, this has been Family Guy Back to the Multiverse, and, we've been Half-Beard Tud.
Look, y'all's gonna be able to see it.
And why don't we shoot that guy,
Now remember what
and then we'll
that
be
little
out.
orange-haired
And
rat
we
said?
are...
This
Oh,
bloke was
chicken.
building a weapon, so y'all
We
can survive.
are...
Ooh,
out.
You got a little chickie. Get 'em all and win a prize.